Welcome to Carroll Helping Carroll. I'm Richard Turner, Executive Director for the Community Media Center. Carroll Helping Carroll was designed to provide you with insights into those individuals and organizations who are making a difference in Carroll County. As your host for this episode, I'm here to give you some insights into the Community Media Center and how we empower local voices by providing access to digital media, tools, training, and distribution. Now, in this episode, I'm very pleased to have as my guest Patricia Mack-Preston, who's been involved here at the Community Media Center since 2007. Welcome, Patricia.
Thank you for having me.
So this is a great opportunity. We've talked a little bit about some of your prior experiences. You're an educator, and I call it what I refer to as an accidental documentary maker. You didn't probably plan or start out to be a documentary maker, but you made a full-length documentary.
I did.
Over an hour long. So it's quite an effort.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So how did it feel when you pull all these elements together? You've done a lot of work in terms of both creative and organizing and getting people to tell their story. At times a sensitive story, a tough story, but one that is an important one to tell about what you felt about the community. So when it was all done, how did you feel? What was the impact like?
It was wonderful. It was like giving birth to something that has been in your spirit for a long time, for 2 years. So when it finally was completed, and then the Community Media Center said they wanted to premiere it in the fall, and to have the people come who graduated from the school, well, that was cherry on the top. So that when that premiere happened, and we had over 100 people that attended, it was one of the most significant days of my life, because I was giving to them the honor that they deserved in the struggle of making that school work in an atmosphere of segregation.
And so for them, you created a special moment.
Very special. And just from them walking in, you could see how proud they were that they were being honored today. They were being honored. And they grew up in that school feeling second class.
When you started, did you think it was going to end up like that, or you'd have that kind of a moment? Was it just about telling the story versus the whole creation of a moment that validated an existence?
I absolutely didn't know that was going to happen. But when it did, it was a natural flow, and it really was a spectacular day. It was like a reunion. People came from New York, from Virginia, North Carolina, came back to the central time together.
So what do you think it is that's important about, and the significance of people hearing their story being told up on the screen like that?
It matters. I matter. My life matters. And it's going to matter when I'm not even here for future generations, because they will be able to see and hear about Robert Moton School and the hope of that community, what they poured into those students in many different ways, through buying their own bus to get them to school, through getting mattresses to help with the tumbling unit. They all came together for those students, for their education, but also for the future.
Yeah, wonderful. Now, you went on to do some other works as well, so you didn't stop there, even after pouring 2 years and getting an hour-long documentary, working on the side, being a mom, all the other elements.
Yes, I decided, I'm a special education teacher, so I decided to look into this community and what resources did we have for people with disabilities. So I was able to do a documentary on the Senior Inclusion Program, which is for retired people with disabilities, and also with Capernaum, which is for like a youth religious group for people with special needs.
Wonderful. Well, definitely want to continue and encourage you on, because this is exactly the kind of experience we want to be able to provide to our community, where people can come in and empower the voices of their neighbors, themselves, so we can hear those kinds of stories. Thanks so much for being here and sharing with us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today. I hope you will watch our full documentary, Robert Moton School, The Hope of a Community. which can be found airing on Comcast Channel 19 and on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out our local programming and other episodes of Carroll Helping Carroll.